you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is completely based on a series called Outer Banks. If you've watched the series, you'll notice that these characters have a really good style of accessories which they wear throughout the series. So today I'm going to show you some OBX inspired DIYs that you might want to make for yourself. So let's get started. So the first DIY I'm making is a rock pendant. For this I am using some golden wire and rock pebbles. Basically you don't really need golden wire, you can use whatever colored wire. I just had some golden one and I had a few white pebbles and I thought they'd look good together, so I just did it. So as you can see, I first made a loop with the wire so it can be used as a pendant, and you're going to want to do it as much as you can. As you can see, there's like a little wire poking out, so that could hurt you, so you're going to want to bend it a little more. I just couldn't do it, so I just left it there, but I squished it to the back of the pebble, so it doesn't really matter. Now what I'm doing is looping the wire around the pebble. This is going to give it a really cool aesthetic type of whatever, I don't know, but it just makes it look really good, and you can twist it, and the thing is that you can twist it any way you want. It's gonna come out different every single time, except if you're a perfectionist and you want everything to be the same way. But I just twisted it in whatever way, and after doing that you're gonna take the last bit of wire and twist it around the hole, basically the wire that has the hole at the end. And by doing this, it's actually going to make your pendant a little stronger, and there won't just be a dangling wire. So basically you're going to use the last bit of your wire and just twisting around. It actually came out pretty good, and basically the bigger your pebble, the better it'll look. And I wanted to try this very DIY with two different ones. Basically a really tiny not white pebble and a large white pebble. So as you can see here, I'm using this teal pebble. It looks a little bluish here but on camera, but it's actually a really good teal. So I'm going to do the very same thing that I did with the white one. I'm going to twist the wire around and to make a loop, and then I'm going to twist it around the pebble. So basically the same effect. And one more thing that I wanted to say is that throughout this video I am showing you guys some DIYs that are inspired by Outer Banks. They are not the exact same jewelry or accessory items that the characters have worn in the series. These are just some DIYs I came up with after watching the series, and after getting that aesthetic in my head. So these are just some things I came up with. These are not the exact same thing. So yeah. And these are how the pendants came out. For the next DIY, I am doing this necklace or bracelet. It's kind of like a design that you can use for them. So all I'm going to be using is 3 different colored threads. I'm using white for the middle because you won't be able to see that unless you make it like a really long one without the design on every till the end or something. But basically what you're going to do, I'm taking pink and blue, so I'll just be telling it like that. You're going to tie it and then just tape it down to the table like I have, and you're going to make loops and put the middle thread through. This is going to make a knot type of thing at the top. You won't be able to see. I'll just insert a picture here so you can see where it's going. And I'm just going to do that to both sides, and I'm going to do that for as long as I want, or just as long as the thread is. As you can see now, I'm going to be doing my last loops, and then I'm going to tie them. So I just did it in a pattern that it's a blue, a pink, a blue, and a pink. You can do whatever pattern you want. It's just that I thought it'd look better with this pattern, the alternate, but you can do whatever pattern you want. After this, you're just going to knot the end, and you can use it as a bracelet or a necklace, whatever you want. And yeah. For the last DIY, I am making this ocean-inspired keychain. These are just some things I found around the house. You're obviously going to need a thread so you can tie them all together. You can basically use any old keychain stuff, you know. I found this feather-like thing. It's like plastic feather, and to get the thread into the smallest hole ever, I had to use a needle, but you know, be safe with that if you're gonna do it. It took me literally 20 minutes to just get the thread into the needle so I could get the needle thread through the hole. Very confusing. But as we go on here, literally when I got this thread into the needle, finally, I got one, which was very, very, you know, frustrating. But as soon as I got both the threads in, I passed it through the smaller hole, and as you can see, this plastic feather has two holes, so I could put it either way. But I actually put it through the top hole because I wanted it to dangle from the top. It didn't come out as I planned, like literally as I planned, like, but nothing does, you know. So it didn't come out as I planned, but it looked pretty fine and decent to me. And it looks like a pretty good keychain. For a DIY keychain, it looks pretty good, especially from the trash you found around the house. So this is how my keychain looks after tying it, obviously, because you do not want your pendants or whatever you found around the house to fall off. But since this had the silver and blue type of colors together, it actually looked pretty good, and I'm definitely gonna use this because it just looked pretty good. Next thing, obviously you're gonna tie it at the other end too, so you can make a hole. This is why I used two threads together for the white thread, so I could make a loop type of thing, and I trimmed off the excess. And now I have a loop that I can put around a zipper or whatever, wherever you want to use it.